First and foremost, Michaela Miller, as many of you may have seen, was a beautiful child. She was a cherished daughter, a gifted student, a talented athlete, and a loyal friend. Michaela's death is an unspeakable tragedy for her loved ones and for the entire community of Hopkinton.
So sad.
From the beginning of this investigation, our investigators have been fully committed to determining exactly how Michaela's precious and promising life ended. Make no mistake, there is no truth to the allegation that we have reached a final conclusion. I will repeat that. There should be no mistake. Although we have learned and established some facts, which I will share with you shortly, the most important takeaway from today should be that no final conclusions have yet been reached. Let me also speak color cover-up, because Michaela was Black or because she was a member of the LGBTQIA community.
She was misled, but she still deserved justice.
Over the past few days, we have talked to members of the community. We know that everyone would like to have the answers as to what happened with Michaela. An encounter which led to a physical altercation
On Saturday, this past
It
Saturday.
was a clubhouse or a common area of the apartment complex in which Michaela lived. We know that that occurred sometime between 5:17 p.m. and 6:41 p.m. Based on cell phone data, text messages, and GPS data, we believe that at one point Michaela had been at that clubhouse recreational area with two friends. Those two friends left.
This is a young Black LGBT supporter, but she still deserved justice. She was misled.
Female teenager who remained outside in a park. It's sometime between 5:17 and 6:41 that physical altercation occurred between Michaela and two
Young folks, please quit with this physical violence, please.
We know that after the physical piece of that
All
altercation,
people, not just him, all people.
and the four teenagers spent about 20 minutes together, continuing to be together in that clubhouse. At 7:20 on Saturday evening, the Hopkinton police were dispatched to Michaela's home after her mother had called and reported to police that her daughter had been jumped. When interviewed by the police, Michaela reported that during that physical altercation a short time before, she had been pushed and punched in the face. Officers noted that she had a mark of blood, some blood on her lip, consistent with what she told them. The investigation into that assault remains open, and there are no charges pending on that at this point. At 7:43 that evening, the Hopkinton police left Michaela's house and they went to the residence of one of the females who had been involved in the altercation and took a statement. They then returned to the apartment complex and observed some damage both inside and outside of the clubhouse, which they photographed. Michaela at this point was still at home in her apartment with her mother. Some approximately 9:30 to 9:45 that evening, Michaela's mother went to bed, believing that Michaela was still in the apartment. Michaela's cell phone had a health app on it between 9 and 10 p.m. on Saturday night, the phone traveled a distance of 1,316 steps. That distance of 1,316 steps is approximately the distance between Michaela's home and the place where her body would subsequently be located. And it was at approximately 7:45 on Sunday morning, the 18th, that an individual jogging in the area of 34 West Main Street in Hopkinton located Michaela
Can't wait till I
in the
move.
woods off of a walking path and reached out to the
Get my
police.
stand, TV stand
When
and stuff.
Michaela was discovered, her phone was on her person, and her backpack and other belongings were close by. In the days since Michaela's death, we have pursued, as I mentioned, an extensive investigation. We have confirmed the whereabouts of four teenagers who were inside the clubhouse in the altercation with Michaela on that Saturday night. And to reach that conclusion of where they were and that they were not in the area of 34 West Main Street, we relied upon cell phone data and other digital evidence. Based on both witness statements and cell phone GPS, we know that the two females who were in the clubhouse earlier have a location confirmed from 8:43 p.m. on Saturday to 5:48 a.m. on Sunday. The two males that were inside the clubhouse left Hopkins with a family member after the altercation and the conversation in the clubhouse. The vehicle that they were traveling in passed through the Easy Pass on the Mass Pike eastbound at 8:01 p.m. and exited the Mass Pike at 8:58 p.m. in Charlton. The two males were also observed on a surveillance video inside a car buying and eating food at the Wendy's in Sturbridge at 9:06 p.m. 8 p.m. and exited the Mass Pike at 8:58 p.m. in Charlton. The two males were also observed on a surveillance video inside a car buying and eating food at the Wendy's in Sturbridge at 9:06 p.m. As to the third female who remained outside, we have witness information indicating her whereabouts being at her residence that evening. Let me again emphasize one thing. Nothing about what I have said brings Michaela back or consoles her family as we grieve. What we can do and what we really owe her is an accurate and fulsome accounting of what happened and what led to her death. You have my word, both as the district attorney and as a mother who cannot imagine the tragedy of losing a child, that I will deliver those answers. It is going to take us some time to get the results that we need to do that. But in accordance with that pledge that we will get to the answer from Michaela, I want to make another promise. When this investigation concludes, I will, if appropriate with the permission of the family, release every shred of legally releasable information on our website for you to see and review. You have my word on that. I have long recognized that our obligation is twofold. It is to do a thorough and unbiased inquiry.
Black folks, please, young black youth, please, this is not our fight. The LGBT organization is not our fight.
Will be delivered in Michaela's case. I'm happy to take a few questions. Things that we are awaiting a ruling from the medical proposing as to that.
It sounds like you believe she was in that park alone. Any evidence that she may have heard someone
That-
else was there?
At this point, we do not have evidence that the people from earlier are in that area. We